Over the next few days, you and Paimon work at your stations as normal. During your shifts, however, you manage to find opportunities to write keywords relating to your suspicions. You manage to pass a slip to a busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. Have I really not been in jail for the 45 days I was supposed to be here for?
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Vinny.
Okay, we are now on the truth shrouded in shadow. Okay. Still Act 4, though.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
I don't have a Discord. I just have a Twitter, and it is in my About Me section.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough.
I mean, I ingested poison, so yeah, I would say that's more than enough.
Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard about that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
I'm sure Lynette will be so touched. Okay. They put me right where I need to be.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh.
That's weird.
Strange. Lynette?
Is Sigewinne doing some like
That's
weird
expected. Sigewinne isn't here,
mind control
but
thing?
why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it?
Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
Search for clues in the infirmary. I can do that.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
The meaning of laughter.
Sure,
Okay.
interesting books.
Interesting.
Wonder if Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things. She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
How is she the only humanoid Melusine? I'm very curious about that.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
Man, migraines suck. I get chronic migraines and no. Very not fun experience. But this bed is still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Oh no, that is not a good sign. Linny is starting to get anxious. So now we have to save Lynette and child.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
No, it's kind of in plain sight. Lenny leans down to get it close to the movable
space
hatch.
behind it is empty.
Ow.
From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
The look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably said that subconsciously, more for himself than anything else. We will save Lynette for you, Lenny. And child, because I love him.
You guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards."
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
Show me, now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Writhesly. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait. You mean
Is
he was
Risley the
aware
bad
of
guy?
us from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Risley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Risley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why didn't he go after you as well then?
I'd like to know that too. Why did he only go after her?
To taunt you?
Don't
Or
panic, just think
torture
everything over.
your mind?
I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means... The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Risley have let him go as well?
What does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now? Apparently. I don't know what I get. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side.
Was this Archon quest released? I remember in a live stream there was like a scene, like the trailer for this version. Fremine was like sinking into the deep abyss. Was that this version? Is this quest from that version? Who knows?
If Risley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
I'm sorry, saying Liddy calm down is not going to calm him
Like this,
down.
Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No, I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Risley.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go.
Oh.
I'll find a way to get them back.
Okay, well, I don't think Risley is going to assault her, so at least you've got that going for you. What was that smile?
I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Is Sigewinne the evil one, not Risley?
Are you okay?
Ah, these two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Wait!
I did not expect her to be... That's interesting. Okay.
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Is it not here? Is it on a different floor?
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Oh, do share.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no. You
I feel
probably
like he
didn't
did not do
interfere with
that.
Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
What is even happening?
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Cooperating with you? Where are Lynette and Fremine?
You're into the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean
Same place as
you locked
Child?
him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
I didn't expect him to be this
You've been keeping tabs on us before we
devious
even
and
set foot in the
manipulative a
fortress.
character.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally, invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
She wanted to come down here originally. And Niviette and Farina said no. That was her original goal this whole time. This all could have been avoided had Niviette just not said no.
I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both
Quite
Monsieur
the
Neuvillette
tea
and Lady
collection.
Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress.
Fair
I
enough.
gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
Wait,
Wow, you suck, Riesling.
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
I want to save Fremenet and Lynette, too.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Oh, no.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you will find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing that we've already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see. If I can remember all the clues, I should be able to find an answer. If I can piece everything together. No! No! If you break the hidden rules of the production zone, your welfare meal might contain some strange meat. Okay. Who will see it if you keep working continuously? It should be Grainville.
But the infirmary is always empty.
empty for the half hour just before lunch.
No.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he
No.
doesn't recognize the real... We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
That's a maybe.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company...
So it was this
We
one?
often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Seems like she can perceive the...
So this one. Who will see if you keep working continuously? Her. Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sigewinne be doing during that time?
That's possible. What was this
The
one?
Fonta promoter has been struggling because he...
No.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed...
Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
I've been told that the infirmary is...
Why does the strange meat appear the way it does?
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an
Hypothesis incorrect, so it's not the last one. Why does the strange meat appear the way it does?
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of
It's not
coupons.
that.
According to Collins, the pancreas...
No.
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives...
Wait.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it.
No.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of...
Why does the strange meat appear the way it does?
According to Collins, the
I don't understand what for B.
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world...
Oh, she thinks it's appetizing because it's purple.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and
Oh my
makes
gosh,
a
the
good
glasses
one
and
who has worn
mustache
themselves
are
out
too
after 3
much.
full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question.